Oh, it's been...
Are you tired of credit denials, feeling ashamed, and ready to take charge? Here at Premier Management Solutions, we specialize in truly empowering individuals like you to powerfully repair, rebuild, reclaim your credit and life. We're absolutely dedicated to providing personalized solutions and incredible results, leading you directly towards true financial freedom, clearing negative items from your credit report, boosting your score, or securing vital business funding. We're here to powerfully support you. Don't let bad credit hold you back. Contact us today for your free consultation and confidently start your credit journey. With complete confidence and peace, your future self will thank you. Make the call today.
Ooh, fancy schmancy, fancy schmancy. We're out here with sponsors and we're out here showing off commercials. I feel fancy. Listen, I'm super excited for this show. Man, this has been a moment of time that is just I'm just thankful to God for allowing us to just come together and have this conversation. We started this journey together in January of 2025 and now we're in November. Like it's like God has been having his foot on the gas for 2025. This year has been speeding through, and it's just amazing to be able to again do life with these amazing women that's on our platform today. I'm so excited to have you here. I don't know why I went into that voice, but just go with it, because you already know I don't have any sense. You already know I ain't got to explain all the things that goes on in my head. It's part of, y'all know what's up. Yeah. So again, thank you so much for joining us on the Dumping Ground platform. We are super excited. Thank you for following, subscribing. It's amazing for you guys to continue to do this. This help us build this platform out to be able to reach people, especially with our Testimony Tuesday of hearing people's stories and allowing their stories to fan your flame in the journey of life that you're on. You may be in that situation. You may hear something that stirs your faith from these stories. So we're super proud and appreciate each and every person who's been on this platform. Mwah, big kiss. Yay. Awesome. That's enough of that mushy stuff. So I start crying. And then we are talking about celebrate your wins. And then we're talking about progress over perfection. And ultimately, our fearless leader, Shelley Jeffcoat, Dr. Shelley Jeffcoat, she is our leader for Come Out of the Wilderness Prayer Ministry, and she gave us this word, discipline, and it was a hard pill to swallow in January, right? But most people, we do this. I'm gonna do my resolution. I'm gonna do this, right? And she was like, okay, well, God's gonna challenge you in these 4 areas. You're spending time with him, period. Your finances, okay? Your health, whew, Jesus, and your relationships. I was like, so in my mind, 4 is balance, right? Because think about it, when you have tires in your car, you have 4 tires, your chair has 4. So 4 to me means balance. So it's like he's like touching balance on everything in your life. So I was like, God, you out here showing out. So today we have amazing women of God who's walked this journey. We actually have a text that says discipline cruise. So we have been holding each other accountable. Yeah. Even when you try to hide, it's like there's no hiding seat in this group. We're gonna be like, hey, what's and it's not in a bad way, right? We all need accountability in our lives to push us to greatness. Because think about it, we do better when people watching. Let's just keep it a buck, right? Because if you're not watching, we could be sneaking and doing things, but when you got to talk to somebody and be like, How you doing in this area? Then that means you got, even when it's not good, you still, hey, so these are wonderful women of God is here to share their journey with us on how they did in these 4 pillars. And some of them were good. I know for me, I'm just speaking about me. Some of them I did A+. Some of them I'm still in the toilet and I need to rise up out of it, right? So, and it's all good, right? So allow them to introduce themselves. Whichever one of you beautiful ladies would like to go first, you're more than welcome to do it. Okay. And now we have Dr. Shelley on the line. Oh yeah, I forgot they gave us Shelley. Did you know that we have sounds? So let's do this.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yes! StreamYard out here showing out. I was like, go StreamYard.
My pen, I was in another meeting. Let me get it together.
It's okay. It's okay. We were just talking. You came right on time for introduction. So go ahead and tell the people, Dr. Shelley Jeffcoat.
First of all, don't forget to love, like, and share this video. And if you're on Facebook, be kind to us and drop some comments. And just tell us how you're doing. It's really awkward. I haven't actually said the DR word yet. I introduced myself today for the first time, saying doctor, and it was really uncomfortable. So I'm still trying to get past it. I know I got to get past it, but I think I'm just someone who does a lot of things in many spaces, and I'm blessed to say that I do it very well. But more than anything, I feel like I'm Abba's favorite. I'm honored to be a part of this awesome group of girlfriends who support me as well. So I think my greatness is because of y'all. So I'm just glad to be here and just sharing the stage and catching up to see what we got up to this year with discipline.
Yes, because we were just talking about how God gave you the word discipline this year, and we had to do, and it was four areas of our lives, and I was like, "We God, right?" Because 4 tires, 4 legs on a chair, like he was like, "I'm about to balance you out," you know what I'm saying? So it's crazy,
Ooh, I love that.
It's a God. He's like, he doesn't leave half things done. He does it all whole, right? So I'm like, look at you out here showing out. You got 4 things. So next person. Yes.
Next.
Clock it all.
Whatever the kids do, okay? Whatever y'all do.
Next person. Next person.
Hello. Hi, I am Tornya. Tornya with the silent R. Don't pronounce the R. Tornya with the silent R. I know you see it, but you ain't want to pronounce it, but don't pronounce it. So yes, I am just so thankful for these ladies, my sister circle, my discipline crew, who have been with me. I feel like I've known you all forever. I know it hasn't actually been forever, but I feel like we've known each other forever. And I'm just so grateful to be in this room and share my thoughts on this journey of 2025 and discipline and, probably be very vulnerable about a lot of things that have happened with me and this word in this year.
Yes, like I was saying in the beginning, right? Some of them we got thumbs up. Some of them we're still spinning in that, trying to get that edge to be disciplined in, certain areas. So we're not beating each other up today. This is just straight conversation. Miss,
wait. Let me make sure. Show somebody I'm drinking water and everything.
Oh Lord Jesus! Already starting off.
Let me just make sure y'all see it.
All right.
Thank you.
My water.
Clocking it. Okay.
Clock that tea.
Okay.
Yeah. It was so great that I had my water. My earring fell out. Go ahead.
Oh man,
this is about to be so good. I already see it, Jesus. You're so funny. Sheesh.
So I am Audrey, and I am just grateful. Life is a journey. I mean, it truly is. And this journey that we have been on has been amazing. And the support and the energy and the, just the connection that we have has just, again, just been edifying, glorifying. And it's just been all God. When he just taps you on the shoulders and said, call this one or call that one, it is just amazing simply because we allow him in. And when we do that, then he just, allows us to blossom in different areas. And I'm just, again, grateful. This has been a true journey, and we continue to just ride it out because it's a wave. And sometimes I'm up, sometimes I'm down. And when I'm wherever I am, there's somebody there to support me. And I am just grateful for this discipline crew. So.
Yes. I told everyone that we have a text message that says discipline, and it's another one. Carmen couldn't make it, but Carmen, we love you, babes. It's all good. And so Dr. Shelley, okay.
Yes.
Let's talk about how did you. Okay, so were you sitting in your room, and we know that you go up the Mount of Olives like with Moses, and like how did you word discipline?
First, she coming from me, Audrey. She coming from me on this live. Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. But I just want to know, how did this word come to your spirit for 2025? Like, how did God download this word for you?
I don't know. I just sit still and I listen. That's all. Now, I didn't want it because, quite frankly, I wasn't interested in having any discipline for this year. But the way that the Lord speaks to me, he speaks to me years in advance. So he'll tell me something. Like, for example, he's already shared with me what the focus is for next year, but it's a 2-year span. So he gives me sometimes the end. I see the picture, I see the end game, and then I'm blessed to be surrounded by folks who can fill in the middle, and we get there. So it's just, I think there's no trick to this relationship with God. I think we overcomplicate the way we hear from him, but I hear from him when I do take my little mountain, I bow out. So right now I'm in that season of silence where I don't overconsume any sermons or teachings or anything. I'm just with him. And I'm a little bit of like, where's Shelley at? This is about when it happens. And I just start to listen. And I watch the promptings. He will prompt and show me, okay, this is what it means. So I know for sure it's not me. And then when it's the right time, I'll say, okay, this is what it is. So the same way that I think he speaks to us in different ways. Sometimes he speaks through some folks through nature. He speaks to me through dreams. And then I'll get visions and then I'll see it. But like I say, I see the end before I see the middle, which is, I think, on purpose, because I'd be like, nah, this is too much work. How are we gonna do it? So that's the formula. So the one thing I want to share with folks who might be thinking about, where they want to go with their lives next year or next week, is you do need that discipline with your relationship with the Lord, where you listen and you hear from him. And it is true when the word talks to you about us knowing his voice in the same way he knows my cry. He knows my cry, right? In the same way he knows my cry. It's a relationship. Mm-hmm. And so when he starts to drop these seeds in your hand, stop looking for someone else to prophesy that word back to you. Okay? Okay. Please stop doing that, right? Imagine if you're like, okay, imagine this, right? Say I came and I had the word, okay? The word is in my spirit. Now imagine if I went to Audrey and I'm like, Audrey, this is the word, but I really want her to convince me that it's not the word. So I start to make up reasons it shouldn't be. This is why you need to have the right circle, okay? So what the Lord does is he will confirm that thing time and time again. It means that he also makes things very plain. The road is very straight. There's no chaos. There's no confusion. It doesn't mean that there's not any work involved, but he surrounds you. So you got to have the right people around you to speak life back into you, but you gotta have that relationship that, you know, where you know for sure that this is what he is telling me, and then you actually have to do the work. So we don't need to complicate hearing from God. We don't need to complicate our assignments at all. What we need is discipline and getting it done, right? A lot of people have great ideas and desires, but it literally lasts like 30 days. You know, I'm always tickled when I hear people like, the Lord told me. He didn't tell you that. If you did, you'd be doing the work, right? Because you'd want to make him proud. Everything I do is, I just want my Abba to love me about. I want him to be like, you are my faithful and good, faithful servant. That is my goal. So when I work so hard to do the things, that is the voice. That is what I want. That is what I want to hear from him. So yeah, so that's really it, y'all. I bow out, I dip out, I go listen, I come back, and then I drop the word, and then I'm out.
That's it. And she's not lying. That's exactly what she does.
That's my.
And then I like to see and then we see the inner circle get to see the confirmation. We just bust out laughing. Like, oh my God, you're so funny. Like, I told you guys, look at God. I told you. And we just bust out laughing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because we're like, wow, you know what I'm saying? It's just, and you said a major key, Bookman. You said a major key.
Yes.
You said God is always speaking. It is up to us. Are we listening? God is always talking to us. The key is, are you listening, or what's more louder than him? Because our distractions and different things around us can be louder than his voice, right? He's, like you said, he's always talking. If you're in think about a relationship with your husband or whatever, we're always in communication, right? It's just when he's talking, and he could be talking about something that you don't want to hear, are you tuning them out? I'm just saying. I'm just speaking about Makisha. I'm talking about Makisha. I'm speaking about Makisha, right? And you're like, not today. I'm not, I know I should be doing X, Y, and Z, but I'm not feeling that today. God is always talking. Because it's a relationship, right? And the more you invest in that relationship, the better the outcome be. You know what I'm saying? So I am honored that you do go up to, the Mount of Olives, and you stop talking to people, and you go and you just go, and it just be you and Jesus on the bleachers, and be nobody else in the game. You just be like, just you and Jesus. And I'll be like, okay, girl, go over there, you and Jesus. When you let me know when it's over, and then you have to get off the bench and come back and talk to us. Like, but for you will never get off the bench. You will always stay on the bench and just be on the bench. We're like, bro, you still got people over here waiting for you, waiting. You're like, man, I want to get off the bench.
She's signaling though, right?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Come on now, Shelley. Come on now.
Yes.
Like, girl, please leave Jesus alone for today.
I can't. It's so awesome. Like, yo, it's so beautiful. He's so amazing. Has a date been set for the dropping of the word for 2026? That word was given to y'all like 2 weeks ago. Okay. Now we got to work on it, and we will. So the word has been given to y'all, I think 2 weeks ago. Makisha is when I said it. So we're leaning into that starting in December, because we prepare for the next year. But again, there is work involved with the word. So
all right, so who wants to go after that one? Because I already know,
Audrey. She made us drink water, y'all. She made us get our health together.
She called you, Audrey. She called you.
She did. I all I gotta say is, one of the things that you said, Shelley, is the fact that he talks to us in so many different ways. And I will tell you, me is when I'm walking, and love the fact that I can have an ear. I don't listen to anything when I'm walking. I don't have, radio, nothing going. It's just me and the Lord. And visually, he just shows me different things, and it may not necessarily be a good thing. It's something that he wants me to work on. So what I find is that in this walk of discipline, me being grounded especially when I'm on my walks, is when I hear from him the most. And that allows me then to take it back and sift it through to try to figure out, okay, Lord, what does this really mean? Because sometimes it's not so plain because he wants to take me to a different level. And then, so tomorrow's walk may provide something to add to yesterday's walk. So the mindset for me in discipline when it comes to, my walk, when I say my walk, I'm talking physically walking, is when the Lord speaks to me the most and shows me different things that I need to work on. And sometimes, as I said, it's not pretty. Sometimes it's, you need to, figure out that relationship because that's an important one. Sometimes it's that you need to let that one go. Sometimes it's, dealing with stuff at work and he will show me different things on how I need to deal with it. But, all of that to say, having an ear for God when you really want to hear from him. When you want to hear from him, sometimes you don't say nothing. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but when you want to hear, when you are open to listening is when, in this case, for me, is on my walks. And the journey, as I said, has been amazing. I mean, you guys all know that, I'm dealing with my mom and dementia, and it's a journey. And having to work with my sisters and what he has given us as a family, it is just amazing. It's amazing because he's in the midst, and every decision that we make is based on what he is showing us. The unity that we have, the three of us, my sisters, is just amazing. And I am just grateful to God that he has given me two sisters that are strong in the Lord. They are, doing what he asked them to do. Their families are united, and it's just a bond that, if I could share my sisters with everybody in the world, I would, because they mean that much to me. And I could not ask for just a better unity, especially in this situation with my mom going through late stages of dementia. And everybody has to hold up the next person. Sometimes it's by the day, sometimes it's by the minute, because we all have love this woman to the moon and back, right? And sometimes I break, sometimes they break. But you know what? At the end of the day, nobody is falling.
Yes.
And even when we lean in, we're leaning in on the Lord because we know that he has us. And as my mom, you ask my mom how she's doing today, she will say, God got me. And so that's what we stand on. We stand on that because if she's believing that, who are we to say he doesn't, right? And we just lean in and just allow God to do what he does. And even in the late stages of where she is, she's still ministering to people in the nursing home.
Mm-hmm.
So, she's talking to people about God and, telling little girls, leave that man alone because he is not, that's not who you need to be with. So she is still doing God's work. And just, as I said, where she is. So that's a good thing about our Father. He meets us where we are, but are we willing to accept what he's given us at that time?
Wow, that's powerful. That's powerful.
You didn't set the podcast today.
Mm-hmm.
Sheesh.
Glad I went before her.
I mean, God dog, Tornya.
Well,
good.
what can I say?
Sheesh.
Well, this is what I'm going to say because I'm going to be very real and vulnerable when it comes to the word discipline. Because when I got it, and it was like discipline in the areas, it was like, okay, yeah, like you said, getting in January, it's like, okay, one goal here, one goal here, one goal here, one goal here, and we got to work toward it. And what happened to me was discipline did not actually show up the way I expected. Discipline did not show up. Discipline ran from me. So I'm like, okay. And the reason I say it ran from me, because all of the whatever habits, processes, everything that we have in place that helps us to be disciplined, that didn't work anymore for me. 2025 was so much change that it was like, this doesn't apply anymore. So it's like, okay, what do I do? How do I rebuild discipline after disruption? Because that's basically what it was. It was disruption. It was disruption in like all facets for me. It was work life. It was, home life. It was just in all places. It was like everything is no longer working, but it's because you had to really be like, okay, you're becoming something different, and those old habits don't work anymore. So it's like, okay, but of course, like most of us, I'm like, I want to be able to use my old habits. I want to be able to use my old processes. So it's like, okay, I just don't know how to be. It's like, it's not working. I suffer in silence. I feel stagnant. And I'm like, what do I do? And then I feel like a very good masker, because I can hear people all the time who will be like, well, you don't have to worry about Tornya. She's good. She's got it. I am one of those people where they were like, check on your strong friend. They're not as strong as you think, because I seem to have a way of making people think everything is going okay. I don't know how I got like that, but apparently I do.
Yeah.
People be like, yeah, you got it. And I'm like, I do? Okay. Glad you think that. But yeah, that's been my year, is like, okay, I feel like he was like, you have to learn what it's like for when you don't have discipline, and the feelings that you're feeling, the overwhelmness, all of this, so that next year, and like I told Shelley, sometimes those words,
yes,
they don't really always come to really fully come out until maybe that next year.
Yes.
And so it's like almost like I needed to go through a year without real discipline to be like, okay, come 2026, now you saw what it was like not to have discipline. You've seen what this change is, what of all these changes and different. So now what are you going to do? What kind of habits and processes, or whatever you want to call it, you're going to put in place to get back to where you need to be? Because right now, I think I was telling a friend, I feel like, I don't know if anybody, you remember that old Jodeci video, Cry For You, they're in the desert. And I'm sitting here like, I feel like I'm singing to discipline, like, please come back. I'm begging.
I miss you.
I miss you. I'm in the desert. Come back.
Yeah.
But yeah, those were, what I was going through. And, I say it as a win that, although I feel like I took an L in discipline this year, I say a win is that, I recognize that I lost it. I actually verbalized it. Me being an inward person, I don't always share my burdens. It's just not natural for me to share my burdens with people. So for me to really say out loud, like, hey, yeah, it's not, it's not happening. It's not working. But a win is that I said it. And a win is that although I may feel stagnant, that doesn't mean I'm stuck. It just means I need to shift. It's like, the shift is needed. And there's nothing wrong with being still for a little bit to figure out what that shift is. And then You know, I don't have to suffer in silence. Like I say, you see
Mhm.
the sisters I have right here.
Yes. Yeah.
So, you know, and I do have those who check in. But Keisha, you know, just send me something and be like, hey, checking on you. How's it
Like, hey, I
going?
haven't. Hey, you been MIA? What's up? Well,
Yeah. When
I mean,
Tanya
you know what I'm saying?
disappears,
You know,
you're like,
when you disappear thin, I'm coming for you. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
just the, you know, I need to be, hey, I need to check a pulse. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't need to know your business. I just want to know you're breathing, that you
yeah.
got a pulse. You feel what I'm
And
saying? Like,
I love that you do that. Very similar. My husband does that, you know, because he'll come in and you know, thankfully, Lord sent me somebody who's like, he's in tune. Even when I don't say anything, he'll just do so how are you? He'll do
I love that. Yeah.
And I'll be like, I'm good. He's like, no, you know, I need to check on you. So how are you?
Yeah.
and it's like he senses it. And you know, and it's that's that opening to be like, okay, share. You can share. Although it doesn't feel natural to share, you can share. You don't have to deal with the chaos in your head. It can be shared with others.
I appreciate the fact that you were so vulnerable, because in some areas, like I was saying, I got thumbs up. I'm like, discipline with my health, that didn't kick in until I got a bad report. You get what I'm saying? Because in my head, Makisha was doing her thing, like, oh, I'm taking my supplements, I'm doing it. Until I looked at a picture in July and I had a swole face. Like, bruh, what mirror were you looking at in when you think that you are doing what is right? When you look in your mirror, you're not even recognizable, that you just still going on with your day to day. You know what I'm saying? Until now, you go back and look at the picture and people bringing it back to your remembrance, like, you don't see you losing weight. I'm like, now did they bring you pictures like, you see this? Look at you now, you see this? And I'm like, oh my God, I even got mad at my friends. I was like, how dare you? How dare you allow me to walk around there looking like this? Be ashamed of yourself. You know, one of my friends was like, I've been telling you, let's go to the gym. I've been telling you. I'm like, bro, I'm not the friend that you got the tiptoe around. I need you to be like, bro, you need to put down the hoagies, okay? I need you to stop, drop, and roll, okay? You need to stop. You know what I'm saying? Don't be trying to be all sweet and kind, like, ooh, no, I need you to be like, sister girl, have you been on the scale lately? I love you, but something ain't right, you know? Then I have to go to the doctor to be like, you a walking corpse. What's going on with your health? And I'm like, oh, are you kidding me? You know, like that's and that happened to me in July. I thought I was good, discipline. Oh man, that's your health. I go to Zumba, I do this thing, but I wasn't talking that I was going to Chick-fil-A getting these fries, large fries. You know how I was trying to make it work? Oh, I'm not putting salt on these fries. I'm just eating fries, bro. That's why I was rationalizing in my head. You know what I'm saying? Okay, every now and then, but bro, you was going 3 days a week and you weren't even telling nobody. You were just sneaking off. You know what I'm saying? Like these old habits you had to learn to break, and God had to show you, you know, like you walk away from the mirror thinking that, oh, I'm great, right? And you didn't forget about that you're not great. So, like I said, some areas, thumbs up. Some areas I had to start over. And that's okay, right? Some areas you just got to start where you at, you know. That's but you have to come to reality to be like, I like to spend money. My finances is jacked up. I need to get a consultant to help me with my budget. You know what I'm saying? They have to say, somebody help me. You know?
Yes.
It been working, ain't been working. You know what I'm saying? The math ain't mathing. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm spending more than I'm saving.
Yeah.
You're going to have to ask for help. You know what I'm saying? In relationships, I'm good. I check on my peoples. I make sure you're good. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. Like I said, got some checks and thumbs up, but some areas I'm still struggling. I'm struggling. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to be honest with yourself. And that's what I like the fact that you said, just discipline and disruption. Like, what? That hit me hard.
Yeah.
Like, how do you come, you know,
how do you come back?
how do you come back from, how do you come back with, you know, because those old habits, like you said, they can't apply to your situation because your situation has changed. So now you really got to lean on God to be like, in these transitional stages, you know what I'm saying? And really create new habits to apply to the discipline. Like, I'm excited to see what God gonna do for you in 2026. Because sometimes God had to shake up things, and I don't like to shake up. I'm just gonna be honest about it.
I don't like it either.
I don't like to shake up.
It don't feel good.
I don't like to shake up. They don't feel good at all. You know what I'm saying? So, but I know God, He's a loving God. Like Shelley said, she thinks she's the only one. My father. Hey, you're not the only one.
You know, I feel like I know I'm not, but every now and then
I know, but
like,
she in her mind,
you know I am. In my world,
only one. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
And I love that He loves us so much, even in the shakeups, even in the you know, we all the devil's tipped, girl. The devil ain't doing nothing. He ain't got time for you. God is trying to show you the next level. And sometimes I know, Makisha, I get comfortable and it feels good. Oh, girl, it's like a good pair of shoes that you wear. You be like, oh, this feels so good. You know what I'm saying? And until them shoes break, and then you can't find them no more. You're real mad. You know what I'm saying? So God has to switch things up because we're too comfortable with the norm. And I don't like to switch up. Like, so I can see the seeds, even in this, the seeds were planted for you for discipline for your 2026. You're going to come out twice as stronger because now you don't have no choice because you already know the old's not going to work. You can't put new wine and old. It's not going to work, right? So you know that He's going to create new patterns and new things to get you through 2026. All right.
Amen to that. That's good. Dr. Sharon said that's a good word, and she is right.
That's good. That's a good word. I'm telling you, I when you said that hit me. If I had no pearls, I would have been like, So this is part that I like about this team, this group, this team. We can be so open and so vulnerable with each other and encourage each other and speak life. What would you say to someone right now who may be struggling, who may be in that place of their old is not working and they need to be encouraged? Like, how could your story, how could where you're at and the word discipline and your relationship with God, your relationship in your finances, your relationship in your relationships, in your health, how could you encourage someone to come out of the rut they're in right now?
That's such a tough one because so we're in November, obviously, and we're ending. I keep saying this was a tough year, but my family, we went through a lot this year. So I thought discipline for health was really going to be about me, and it really was about my husband. So he's recovering from cancer. I thought discipline in relationship was going to be about me, and it really was watching my daughter blossom and actually have and engage in relationships. So there's a lot of things that stretched, but there were times when I was so lonely, not alone, but so lonely, going through, just some of these periods. And I needed to walk through some things by myself. So there are going to be times when you go through things and the Lord needs your full 100% attention, and He will separate you from the pack so that you can hear from Him clearly. Because a lot of times we have, friends and family, they love us and they'll tell us the wrong thing because they don't want us to suffer. Okay, nobody wants to see us in pain, but the Lord is like, yeah, I need you to step away from the pack for a moment. So I definitely want to encourage you to you got to find a good, solid, real group of friends. If you don't have anybody, I think I try to say this at least on Monday prayers, that if you don't have nobody else, or maybe it's Thursdays, you got us at Come Out of the Wilderness. You can tap in. We don't charge nothing. We don't ask for those seeds. Okay. But you can tap into a community that prays alongside you. Look at Audrey. We sure don't. We don't ask for nothing, okay? Just come with the right heart and pure thoughts.
Yes.
But we do have a community that's available outside of, and again, there's a lot of people that I know that they go to church, great church members, great participants, if you will. But when they get to the parking lot, they feel alone. So we do have this awesome community that's open to anyone, and we pray together, and we live life together in a really honest, as you can see, open way. So that's one thing. The second thing is, if you're in a position where you are going through something, therapy is not a bad word. You got to use the resources that are available to you. And it's not always going to be calling grandma, calling auntie so-and-so, because they might be the problem. Okay. So you want to use the resources that are available through therapy and get the help that you actually need. And then the last thing I would say is that the one thing that I know for sure is the season you're in, it doesn't last. Pain doesn't last forever. I don't take for granted this year and the seeds and the wins and all the things, but I also realized that there was much more good happening in my life than there was bad. There were times when I was like, I give up. Like, how you gonna let this happen to me? I'm your favorite. Like I would literally just be like, that's enough. Heaven fights for me. I'm done. Like that's literally. And can I tell you something? The moment I gave up that seat and that power, heaven did fight for me. Yeah. The moment I let things go, Lord was like, whew, finally. Supposed to be your Lord and Savior, but you won't take your hand off the steering wheel. We both can't drive. Okay. So I just encourage you that there's some things that you are holding on to. There's a dream that you're holding on to, and you're holding on so tight. And yet the Lord is like, if you just let go of the steering wheel, I literally steer you into that dream, but we both can't drive. So, that I think, okay, the last thing I'll say is give yourself grace. So I give grace to people, but I wasn't giving it to myself. And I wasn't telling myself that I was proud of what I'm doing. I wasn't speaking back into my life. So I just encourage you to again, celebrate your wins. It could be small things like you woke up, you put on clean clothes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You drove to work. You didn't buy the extra so-and-so. You had the right attitude. You smiled today. It's the little things, and they add up, and just being grateful for where you are. So that's what I had. That's what I had to say.
That's what she said it all. I mean, she said it all. Oh, we got to say it. Let the church say amen. Right? Amen. Yes. I love it so much. I love it so much. So do you ladies, what would you say to someone right now who's at that
mission and action? What's the word?
Yes.
I say the word. Go ahead, Tornya.
So I will say, because like I said, I'm the one who's sitting up here like everything left me. But I did, trying to put my thoughts together, because I really was saying, hopefully my experience, is touching somebody who's in that same position. What's some scriptures? What's some things that, can help ground me? And, one of my things was, like I was saying, was that discipline after disruption. How do you rebuild? And one of the things I had was Lamentations 3:22 and 23. And it's because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for his compassion never fails. They are new every morning, and great is your faithfulness. And that's that reminder that even when discipline slips, mercy doesn't. Right? It doesn't slip. So when you can acknowledge that, hey, it's been disrupted, something's going on, and I need to get back. Don't take it as the L like I was, like oh my God, this is just big L. It's like, no. The win is you recognize it. And you have his mercy, you have his grace, and you just got to return. It's reestablishing. And then I have here, when I was saying, that suffering in silence, like I talked about, it was like, being honest with yourself and with God. So I have like that Psalms 34:18, the Lord is close to the hearted and save those who are in the spirit. So even in silence, he hears you. You're seen, even when unseen by others. Like I said, especially if you're a masker. If you're a masker and you're like, I can go out and mask and nobody thinks anything's wrong with me. He knows.
Yeah.
He hears it, he sees it, and he's eventually going to bring somebody into your orbit who's going to see it. So you know that it's seen.
Yes.
And then the one where I'm like, I just felt stagnant, because I'm just like, nothing works. So it's like, you get that, like, I'm just going to be, I don't know where to go. I don't know how to move. And that is understanding that stillness is not being stuck. So stagnant is not being stuck. So is Isaiah 43:19, which is, see, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland.
That's
And
awesome.
and one thing it said is stagnation can be sacred. It's something new. Something new is forming, even when it's being quiet.
Yes.
Something new is forming. And then, as always, what we always need is Proverbs 16:3. Commit to the Lord. Whatever you do, you will establish your plan. We all like to make plans.
Yes.
We all like to make plans. And even when those plans are messy, you need to commit that to the Lord. And even when they don't work out, still go back and commit, because he can help you reestablish even in the middle of something and actually put it in the right order, in the right way. Like you said, when you get yourself out of the way, and he can be like, yeah, I wanted you to have it. You just would not let me lead.
Grip white knuckling.
Yes. Yeah.
I got my napkin.
Right.
I surrender. Sheesh.
White knuckling.
All right, Miss Audrey, you last but certainly not least.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real simple and real. Quitting is easy. Yeah, and we all know that. Action takes effort, right? And effort requires us to be disciplined. Yes. But in order for you to have discipline, you also have to have discernment, right? Yes. Because you got to look at those people that are in your lives and what they're trying to contribute. So if we start to look at things, or be willing to listen to God, but also be willing to look at things through a different lens. Yes. And when we can do that, then we can see a broader spectrum of broader ideas, a broader whatever it is that God is trying to show us. So that's kind of my thing, is when I'm looking at something, it just don't look right, and I have to go like
move them glasses and be like, wait a minute now, let me make sure.
You just gotta, just start to recognize again that it could be a different lens, and it's not that it's a no. It's not that you just gotta be willing to shift, and shift and move. Who's that? Somebody said, if you fall back, because if you can look up, you can get up. Right?
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
So that is, that's kind of it in a nutshell. Just really, recognize where you are and be willing to shift and make changes as God is working with you. And don't quit. That's easy. That's easy. Yeah, that's all I got. But is that it, Shelley?
Yeah, she clocked that.
One of these, girl.
Yeah,
this is why us don't need to
gotta have teenagers.
We don't even know what's the right fingers. We could be throwing up games.
We don't know.
That's why we need to stop the mess. You know what I'm saying?
How many times y'all put stuff in the chat and I go, "Ooh, I got to Google that."
That's what I'm saying. So, oh my goodness. Well, listen, this has been so much fun, man. I am so grateful for each and every one of you guys. I know you have busy lives, and this was truly an honor for you guys to come on the platform to share the word, to share your journey. I'm just beyond thankful for each and every one of you guys. Dr. Shelley, you mean the world to me. It's just crazy.
Oh, can we just say something before we close out real quick? Yes. Can I embarrass my friends?
Yes, embarrass your friends.
And also shout out to all our other friends and sisters in the chat. Yes, Minister
Audrey.
That was good. I want to make sure that we acknowledge that though we started the year in discipline, that's what actually helped us to do 5 for 5. So whatever you went through in the beginning of the year, middle of the year, that enabled us to bless, I don't know how many families. So so I want to just pause to just say, yeah, it felt icky, but the Lord was preparing you for service. Okay. And so we went through personal sacrifices, and he positioned us and repositioned us, right? But we ended the year serving families, churches, 5 states, 5 churches, y'all. So don't minimize what you just went through, because it ain't no way in January we knew, well, y'all didn't, that it would have ended this way, right? So so I just want to throw that out, because we also have some sisters in the chat that were a part of this incredible thing. So Dr. Sharon and Dr. Tracy, this was so amazing. Thank you so much for all your sacrifice. They were also a part of the discipline crew, if you will.
Yes, discipline crew.
Yeah, by their level of discipline and sacrifice, we were able to bless a lot of people and churches, and God is glorified in that.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much for having. I also want to do a quick shout out, because next year the word, because I said it already, but the next year the theme is in service of. And I know I started talking to folks about getting your houses in order, getting connected to credible organizations and supporting in that way. But in service of mean we're not talking about your household no more, quite frankly. Now we're talking about your communities, your country, your nations. That's what we're talking about. So that's the shift. But you had to go through discipline this year so you can move out of that mindset, and move into being in service of others. So in service of, if you're in the Come Out of the Wilderness community, we have our event December 1st, I believe. That is where we're going to regroup. We're going to talk really quickly about what we've accomplished as a community, but we're moving into in service of for next year. So I hope that's going to bless, and I know it's going to bless a lot of folks. And thank you, Makisha, for giving us the time to come out and be on your platform and share. I was in another really crazy, awesome, wonderful event that was happening right before this, and so I literally was like, oh no, I gotta go, y'all. But I did not want to miss this opportunity to be on Testimony Tuesday. My life is a walking testimony, so I'm grateful to you for giving us the opportunity to come on here and just run our mouth and talk about Jesus.
I'm like I was saying, I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful for you allow me to prophesy to myself, because it went from Tuesday to like, no, I think that's what God wants you to do. Not me. I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying? So yes, I appreciate you just being who you are. I'm so grateful for our relationship and what you bring to each and every one of us. I mean, your time. I mean, we know the sacrifices that you give. We just want to make sure that we honor you for that, Dr. Shelley. So appreciate you so much. Tornya, you're a sweetheart. I love you to pieces. Audrey, man, you're my heart friend, and you got on red, so it was perfect. You know what I'm saying? So I'm so grateful for you and the relationship we have for many years, and it's so funny how God just pulled us together from that one conversation. Yeah. And look at us now. So I'm so honored.
Now we stuck for life because they're philanthropists. Stuck for life.
Like Chuck. So I appreciate you, beautiful women, sharing the Dumping Ground platform with us tonight. I just want to give you your flowers. And again, thank you so much for blessing us with your testimony in this journey for the word discipline. And now we are going in service. In service of. That's what we're doing. So again, thank you guys so much. And I pray blessings beyond unlimited over each and every one of you under the sound of my voice, that God just do exceedingly abundantly above all you can ask or think and imagine. In Jesus' name. Have a great night, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.